Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video I'm going to talk about Facebook video ads, and specifically I'm going to show you a technique that you can use, a very simple technique that can get you up to 100% more conversions. We've tested using this technique versus not using this technique, and we've in that test we generated almost 100% more conversions, almost twice as many conversions by using it as not. Very quick and easy to do, something I'd strongly recommend. Now before I get into that, before I demonstrate how this works, I just want to quickly mention that at the end of this video I've got a free Facebook advertising resource I think you're going to find very, very interesting, so make sure you stick around for that. And before we go any further, if you could quickly click a thumbs up, click a like on this video, that would be much appreciated, really help me out. Okay, so I'm in an example Facebook ad account. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a very quick example campaign and get to the ad level to show you exactly how this works. So example video ad campaign. All of the settings I'm going to leave as they are, not something I need to go over here. And let's call this example video ad, okay? Now let's save that to draft. So when it comes to video ads, whenever you're creating your video ads, you really need to think about your prospects and how they're going to consume your content. Okay, so there's that's led to people doing all sorts of things with video ads. But one of the absolute no-brainers that you have to do, but I see a lot of Facebook advertisers not do, is add captions to your video. Okay, as I said, it's an absolute no-brainer. We've tested using captions, not using captions. We generated almost twice as many conversions with the captions. It doesn't take very long, very quick and easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do it in a minute, but it is absolutely essential because the majority of people, when they're consuming videos and scrolling through their Facebook feed, their Instagram feed, they have sound turned off automatically. Now you can fiddle around with the settings to remove that and turn sound on, etc., etc. But most people have it turned off by default. Now that means that your video is going to start playing as they're scrolling through with no sound on. And if you don't have captions in place, they've no idea what your video is about. The job of your video, the first job it has to achieve, the thing it has to do, is grab the attention of your prospects in the first place, convince them that they want to watch further, to check out whatever it is you're advertising, and then they can go on to decide whether or not they're interested and whether or not want to take your subsequent steps, whatever it is that you're asking for in your ad. But the very first thing you need to do is grab attention. Okay, and you can't grab attention very well if people don't know what your video is about. And if you've just got someone talking face to camera or something that's not super visual, you need to have captions in place. Okay, so I'm at the ad level. I'm going to get to that in a second. There's a very quick way to get captions created for your video, a very accurate way, and that's by using rev.com. So I've got a tab open here. I'm just going to quickly show you. So this is Rev. It makes it super simple. It's what I use to create captions, and they only charge $1.25 per minute. So if you've got, for Facebook advertising purposes, your videos are probably only be, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, sort of 4 minutes max long anyway. A lot are shorter than that. So you really are talking, you can get captions done for your video for maybe $1.25 if it's under a minute. Absolutely fantastic service. And all you need to do is click on Get Started. Just going to very quickly go through the steps. If you've already got a video on YouTube, you can also use this for YouTube. Obviously, the purpose of this video is Facebook video ads, but most people just want to upload a file, and then you just simply drag and drop your video file in there. And in my experience, it usually takes Rev, a couple hours max to create your captions that goes with your video content. Then they'll send you an email to let you know you're done, and you can come in and you can check out my files, which I've got here. You can see previous files that I've used, and if I was to click on one as an example, you can take a look at how it matches up alongside a piece of content. You can see they've got the content in here. You can go through and edit anything, and then you can go ahead and click download that file, and then you can upload it. So if I click download, I'll show you what happens. You get various file formats. Now I've talked about Rev and things in the past, and people have been a bit confused, so I wanted to go through this. So yes, you want a .srt file, but Rev will actually produce a Facebook ready SRT file for you. And what that means is it's got the right, so I don't know if you can see that, but let me open that file. Yes, perfect. Okay, so here's the file here. So you can see this. So this has been called Ben Heath free template video because that's the name of the video. And they've put in .en_us. Now that's the part of the file name that you need in order to upload an SRT file to Facebook and have it actually work alongside your Facebook video ads. You need the EN, so that says English _ US. You can have EN _ GB for, the UK version of English versus the US version of English. And you can have all sorts of different languages, okay? So you just download that file. And then if we go back into our, close that down, our Facebook ad here. And now let's scroll down. Oh, we're at the campaign level here. Okay, so we're going to jump over to the ad level because that's obviously where we're going to set up our Facebook video ad. It's just taking a second to load. But once that does, you just upload your media, upload the SRT file, and you are good to go. Okay, so now that that's loaded, I'm going to scroll down. I've got single image or video selected here, which is obviously what you want because we're running a video ad. And then we need to add media, okay? So I can add in a video as an example. So it says your account has no videos just because this is an example Facebook ad account that I use for creating these sorts of things. So I can click the upload button there, or I can go ahead and grab any videos off my Facebook page, for example. So you can see I've got a whole bunch here. I could go ahead and grab that video there, click continue. Obviously you'd want to make sure it's the one you want to use. And now you can see that there are lots of different options for placement options, etc. Got other videos about all that. So if you're interested in placement and customizing your ad creative by placement, then by all means go ahead and check that out. Okay, then to add captions, you want to go ahead and select edit media and edit video. And that's zoomed in for some reason. So let's just zoom out. There we go. So you can see it all. So as I said, here you've got options to edit your video. You can crop it, trim it. You can even do it by placement. So in its original spec or by 1:1, the various aspect ratios that you might want square on Instagram feed, but vertical on Instagram stories, that sort of thing. Okay. But that's, I've covered that sort of stuff in other videos. So check out my channel if you're interested in that. What I'm interested in here is captions. So just go ahead and select captions. Then I click on upload SRT file and it'll be in my downloads. You can see it's right at the top here, the SRT file I just prepared. And I can go ahead and upload that. You can see it's just taking a second because I'm recording the video at the same time. Now, this is a really important step. So what I've loaded there is an SRT file in English, the US version of English, right? You can go ahead and upload various different languages and Facebook will work it out depending on where your prospect is in the various location as to which language or whatever language they have set up in their ad account, okay? Now, what you want to do is set up backup language and then select the one you've gone with. Now, this is particularly important for someone like myself who's based in the UK because people may well have English GB. As I said, this can be EN _ GB for the British version of the English language. And that would mean that if I don't have any backup language set up, that they wouldn't see any captions if I was advertising to someone with that set up on their Facebook profile, okay? Whereas if I set up the backup language, whether someone is anywhere on the planet, they are going to be displayed this English, these captions in this language, in this SRT file, which is absolutely what I want. The reason why you have a backup is because let's say I added in English, Spanish, French, whatever, I would still want a backup for all the people that are in different languages, or as I said, different versions of English. This also applies obviously to US companies and things like that wanting to also advertise in the UK, which is quite common. You want to make sure you have the different versions set up. You can either download separate files, or you can just go ahead and set your backup language as English.US, which is very important. Okay, now I go ahead and click save, and it really is that simple. Now, obviously, I'd recommend you go ahead and check your ads. I haven't matched up the right video with the file in this demonstration, so it won't work here, but go through and make sure you check your ad to make sure that the captions are set up. And yeah, as I said, this can make a massive, massive difference to your Facebook advertising results. And as we've shown, generate 100% more conversions, twice as many conversions by simply taking the exact same video content we've used, adding captions, uploading them. You can use a service like Rev, what we've already discussed. I'll include a link to Rev in the video description below. Not free, but very, very inexpensive, particularly for Facebook advertising videos that tend to be very, very short, and it can make a massive difference. So just a quick, simple tip for you guys today. I've shown you exactly how to do it in case you get stuck at any of the various points, but hopefully that's useful. Any video ad you run, you want to make sure that you add captions. No questions about that. There's no downside to doing so. Okay, at the beginning of this video, I talked about a free Facebook advertising resource that I thought you think you're going to find very, very interesting. I'll quickly talk about that now. And that is a free webinar I've created called 3 Killer Facebook Advertising Strategies to Double or More Your Revenue. Now, in this webinar, I basically break down 3 different Facebook advertising strategies, 3 sales funnels that we use as an agency all the time. We've generated more than $1 million in revenue with all 3 of these sales funnels. They're very much tried and tested. We use them on our clients, as I said, day in and day out. So if you want to know exactly what sort of strategy, what sort of sales funnel you should be putting together, which is absolutely crucial to Facebook advertising success, I would strongly recommend you check out this webinar. It is completely free to watch. You can go ahead and click on a link in the video description below, probably be near the bottom of the video description. Go ahead and watch that. It's about 60, 70 minutes long, and I think it'll be very, very important. And it's really important to do that before you start investing tons of money into Facebook advertising, because you need to know the right approach for your products and services specifically. You know, that's why we give 3 different strategies, because you need a different strategy for an e-commerce business selling low value products and to a service business selling very high end services. You know, if you're selling a $20 product versus a $30,000 service, yes, you absolutely need a different approach for those sorts of businesses. And as an agency, we have first-hand experience with that. We know that very well, and that's something that we do know how to adjust to. So that's what I really wanted to create a webinar on, because it's not something that you see online very often. Anyway, go ahead and check that out, completely free. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to share the video, tell a friend, that really helps me out. Comment below if you found it useful. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. I will try my best to get to them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when you do, make sure you click the little bell notification, turn on notifications so that you are notified when I publish a new Facebook advertising related video, which I'm doing 3 times per week at the moment. So lots of great content for you guys. Okay, that said, best of luck with your Facebook advertising, with your Facebook video ads in particular. And I will talk to you soon, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.